out of Iran.
Regime change in Iran, Mullah out of Iran.
Regime change in Iran, Mullah out of Iran.
Regime change in Iran, terrorists 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 out of Iran.
A letter of warning to the People's Republic of China and other nations seeking to or having reached political and economic agreements with the Islamic regime occupying Iran. Our misjudgment as a nation in the form of a revolution ushered in a regime predicated or deceit, religious dogma and hell-bent on the promotion of religious hate and violence within and out of Iran. This is a regime that is only based on the most lenient definition of legitimacy, gained power, and has since imposed its will over the people of Iran with impunity and disregard for its long expired political and social legitimacy. It should be evident to all observing the political developments in Iran from without that the regime's sham elections and astronomically inflated parliamentary and presidential elections results do not amount to its legitimacy. This should be a point to be well understood by the Russian and China's politicians, especially who are closely allied with the regime in Iran. Let it be known that a future democratically elected government in Iran will not recognize any such prior political and economic agreements signed between any third nations and the Islamic regime, which are deemed in contradiction with our motherland's best national interests. In addition, as a nation, we will not forget neither the acts of soft and or hard aggression against our country and its people, nor gestures of goodwill that will help us towards transition from the regime of hatred and violence to a democratic nation based on values such as human rights, democracy and recognition of nation sovereignty of other nations close and far. These are extraplatable to China's 25 years deal with the Islamic regime and Russia's modifications to the convention and legal status of Caspian Sea that resulted in significant loss of Iran's share of the Caspian Sea territorial waters and others. This is a voice of Iranian people on the streets in Iran. Change, change, change! Regime change in Iran!
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 Regime change in Iran! China, hands off Iran!
Regime change in Iran! China, hands off Iran!
Regime change in Iran! China, hands off Iran!
in Iran, China, hands of Iran.
Regime change in Iran, China, hands of Iran.
Regime change in Iran, China, hands of Iran.
Regime change in Iran, Russia, 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 hands of Iran.
China, get out of Iran.
China, get off of Iran.
China, get out of Iran.
China, get off of Iran.
China, get out of Iran.
China, get off of Iran.
Iran is not for sale.
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 Russia, get out of Iran.
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 Iran is not for sale.
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 Hey, hey, ho, ho, China, Moscow.
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 Hey, hey, ho, ho, Russia, 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 Moscow.
Democracy, yes. Mullahs, no.
Democracy, yes. Mullahs, no.
They are terrorists. They must go.
They are terrorists. They must go.
Democracy, yes. Mullahs, no.
Democracy, yes. Mullahs, no.
They are terrorists. They must go.
They are terrorists. They must go.
Democracy, yes. Mullahs, no.
Democracy, yes. Mullahs, no.
They are terrorists. They must go.
They are terrorists. They must go.
Freedom, yes. Mullahs, no.
Freedom, yes. Mullahs, no.
They are terrorists. They must go.
They are terrorists. They must go.
Freedom, yes. Mullahs, no.
Freedom, yes. Mullahs, no.
They are terrorists. They must go.
They are terrorists. They must go.
Regime change in Iran. Democracy for Iran.
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 Regime change in Iran. Freedom 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 for Iran.
Regime change in Iran. Freedom